Hi, welcome to another video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. I'm going to put you guys up on this again because I think I've done this video a long time ago. All right, so when they're targeting me, sometimes they will use the ice cream truck. So every day I've been here, right? So this is the past for the past this week. Okay, today's Thursday. Every day around this time, right after they've engaged in noise campaign, remote neural monitoring, for example. Um, you know, I'm just playing a game of Fortnite, and every time there's a character that's like, "Oh, don't be upset." I hear afterwards the word "upset," whoop, whoop, right? So, again, they think that they can do this to you, and you can't get angry, you can't get upset. That's just a natural part of human emotion for when you're being oppressed, when you're being when anything that is being done to you in a negative fashion, you will get upset. Okay, so that's just a human emotions. Don't let them make you feel like you can't get upset and you can't get angry, you can't get mad. Don't do that. Understand how they're using this psychological programming. It's kind of like the same way like in China, whereas they now base your emotions, they anchor it with um, with your credit score, right? Again, I'm using that to show you how new linguistic programming work in that sense. Whereas uh, you're not supposed to walk outside with a frustrated expression, an anger expression. You always have to have a smile on your face, even if you are angry, because they have cameras watching you in China that literally scan your face using facial recognition. And basically, if you're going about your business, going to work, what have you, you gotta have a smile on your face, or you have to smile most of the time. And they attach that with your credit score, right? Understand that. So here in the United States and other Western countries, what they do is run a psychological game on us. Okay, and in that it's not in the same sense, but if you are targeted like the way we are targeted as TI, it is kind of like that. Whereas we're supposed to be happy in these people um, disintegration of us. They're engaging in our disintegration within the society. Okay, so this is what they're doing. So every single day now. Now, mind you, it's not summertime. The weather's been 50 something degrees. I think it was like 52 or 53 degrees today. Okay, so it's not like it's 70 degrees, even 80 degrees. But the reason why they use the ice cream truck, okay, is because one, the association that I have when it comes to, because again, they used to send me these voice messages with the ice cream truck song. Okay, the ice cream truck song is called "Run Nigga Run." I'm sorry, no, sorry, that's another one that they sent me. It's called "Nigga Wants a Watermelon." Nigga want a watermelon, ha 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 ha. That's the origin of the ice cream truck song. So understand as a black person in America, understanding the history, okay, how white supremacists have been coming around using again our own people who don't know the history of these songs. Okay, so they will come around playing that song because they understand that I know the history of it. Okay, and so like I said, so whenever they're targeting, particularly the police, so I've been getting a lot of police targeting today. Also, remote door monitoring, monitoring my online activity, even on the Xbox and stuff like that. In the house, like when I pass by the bedroom, I hear the sirens and stuff like that, right? Police sirens. Okay, so this is again, so this is what they're doing now. Earlier in my targeting, they said like again when I said I was working, come home from work, my it's so multidimensional the way they target us. All right, but you have to be, as a TI, there there is a most of it is a common component, and then it is tailored to you as an individual. Okay, so excuse me. So they would come with the ice cream truck, and again, you've been programmed. So when you in the ice cream truck, you see the sign that says Mr. Softy. Again, uh, understand why they do this to change your psyche to make you uh, a non-feeling human being, kind of like a robot, right? So you have no face. See, this is how they create psychopaths within the society, right? This is how they create uh, personalities which people want to take revenge against what's being done to them, right? So then they can say, "Oh, this person was a lone wolf. He was alone, and this and that." But I see the programming. I see the manipulation. A lot of people can't see that. You understand? I see it. And what has helped me to see it is understanding the history, reading, learning about psychology, particularly psychological manipulation, dark psychology. One of the best book you can find out there is Dark Psychology, Mental Manipulation by Victor Sykes. Okay? So, knowing that I know what it is that they're doing, again, now doesn't have the same effect. So I can be angry, and I have every right to be. Just as if somebody was to do something to you, you have every right to be angry. That is negative. You have every right to be angry. That's just a human emotion. But as TIs, this is what they want to do. So they want to disintegrate. They, for example, Zetsuzum, right? And so in Zetsuzum, they talk about the disintegration of certain groups, certain types of people within the society, right, who are dissidents or what have you, and how they would get their family involved in this stuff. So, like I said, this is nothing new. It's just that we're not educated on these things, you know. So when we had the Stasi and stuff like that, we didn't know about the psychological program that they were carrying out against individual, which basically is the disintegration of the individual within society over a period of time. Okay, so like I said, I know this, and you see, like I left the house this morning again, and you'll see, same Jewish woman. So she sees me, she does, and I'm excuse me, if you're a TI, you might want to look away for just a few seconds, right? Just listen to what I'm saying, and then afterwards, you can get back to watching the video. So she takes her hands as she sees me, and she goes like this, right? But she see how I have my palm facing towards, just like that, and she holds it like that, right? As she's sticking her finger in her ears. Again, that's part of the palm fixation drill. So they'll do stuff like that. They'll sometimes try to be very sneaky about it, but then because again, when you see, there was two Jewish people on the block, a man and the woman. Those were the only two people that was on my block at that time, right? Which is kind of ridiculous, right? But again, it just shows you how the technology, how they can keep everybody indoors, inside, away from the block, right? Away from my block, from being on the block, and they don't even understand why, because they're being controlled. They're being, you know, the silent sound spectrum is giving them the instructions to not go outside at a particular time. And this has happened to me many times. But I'm coming home in the afternoon. Well, there'll be, especially in the summertime, well, there'll be nobody at my block. In the summertime, summertime kids run out and play. There's always people outside. There's kids playing outside. They ride in their bikes, what have you. There are times when they're talking to me, when they want to show me that they have the power, the ability to do these things, and particularly in control of us as black people. This is what they'll do sometimes. That's why sometimes I get on the bus and I talk about how, I'll see a black woman come in with a baby strapped to her, and the woman, whether they're young, middle aged, or whatever, in the front seat, would not get up to give her a seat, right? And if I'm sitting down, I have to get up. Okay, so I get up, even though I have a cane and this and that, I have to get up. You have young women, young men, they will sit there. But then also, they will also show me, almost right after, if a white woman comes on the bus with a stroller, how quick they get up to give her a seat. And like I said, that's to show me how much they've conditioned the minds of black people to behave a certain way towards each other, and behave in a negative way, actually, towards each other, and in a more favorable, positive ways to people that don't look like us. That's just part of the programming, right? So, I'm not surprised at all. So yeah, so this is what they do. They've been doing, and at this time, there's no kids outside. There's no kids outside on this block. You will barely see, and this is Pam's block. You will barely see kids riding their bike outside, or anything else. Okay. So, like I said in the very beginning, when they used to use the ice cream truck. Every time I see the ice cream truck, in my mind, there's two words that will pop up out loud. Like you shout out loud in your mind, would be like Mr. Softy, right? Meaning that I should be able to take the psychological torture, not say nothing, whenever my back hurts, whenever my back goes out, to not scream out in pain if I'm in pain. That I'm, but this is how they condition you, because again, they want to hide what it is that they're doing, the damage that they've done, the destruction of your mentality, of your personality, right? And you're supposed to take it, right? Again, playing on that, or is either you're a man or you're not a man, right? So then there'll times they'll come and they'll be like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Then when I don't record, it's like, oh man, oh man, oh man. So see, I've already tested these things out. This is how you figure out what it is that they're trying to do. This is how you figure out, their method and why they're trying to do these things. Understand? This is why they have to dehumanize you as a target, so that when they get other people involved in targeting you, committing crimes against you, they feel that they're justified. And there's no justification. Okay, no matter what they say. Okay, what it's all about is control and experimentation. Because then, if they can justify, if you in your mind, particularly as a black person or as a Jewish person, knowing that what Hitler and the Nazi Germans have done to your ancestors, and they can get you to participate in this, which is kind of like, I wouldn't say it's the same, but it still is the deconstruction, the dehumanization of an individual. And you, as a black person whose ancestors have been brought over from Africa and turned into enslaved, right? Then they can justify that fact going forward in the history books. And we see how they start doing it today, how they start changing the history books. So you see, you don't, as you perps, don't even understand, you know what I'm saying, what is being done to you also. Okay? And this is why I love Darren Brown. And go watch his show go watch the video called Game Show. Because on top of that, you will understand also that women have now become more easily manipulated to even cause harm to another person than men. Okay? That's, this is what I'm talking about. So, it is what it is, but like I said, I'm going to continue to do my videos. They may not like it because I expose what it is that they're doing. And it's fine. They have a right to be angry. I have a right to be angry too. I don't retaliate. I don't have the power to retaliate. They do. Okay, I don't. So, let me be angry when I want to be angry. Let me be upset when I want to be upset. You're not going to take that away from me. Simple as that. Just as how you're not going to take away my ability to love somebody, my ability to be respectful, to care, to have concern. You're not going to do that. Okay? You understand that? All right.